I mean, who started this? What effeminate man started this whole thing about what does a woman bring to the table? What table? It's my table. I built it or I bought it, and I furnish it. I provide the banquet. I provide the feast. That's my table. I don't need someone to bring something to it. You're a guest at my table.
Didn't I tell you to get out? Didn't I tell you to get out? Get out. Get out. I'm not playing with you. Get out. Get out. Get out. Say what you need to say. Get out.
I told you the most important thing I needed to tell you.
Okay, how? How did that happen? How are you pregnant? How are you pregnant?
I had sex. I'm gonna tell you.
So you had sex with someone else?
It was by accident. I wasn't thinking. I was like intoxicated, and I don't know, like one thing led to another. He started touching on me. He started kissing on me, and I got wet. And then
You got wet?
in my heart, I can't. Dude, I don't want to lose you, babe. Listen, you could be the dad.
I'm over here.
You could be the stepdad.
Be the
babe.
stepdad.
No, you won't even be the stepdad. You could be the dad.
Do I look like I'm talking about stepdad?
We'll never tell the child.
Do I look like I'm talking about stepdad? Yo, get out, yo. Get out. Get out, man. Get out. Get out. After everything I did for you, how much you spent on this furniture? Nothing. How much you spent on rent? Nothing. You gonna try me like that? No, get out. Yo, get out.
You could be the
Get out.
stepdad.
I'm not playing stepdad. Stop saying that. I'm not playing stepdad. I'm not playing stepdad.
Don't leave me.
The door's right there. Get out. You need to get out. You need to get out.
That's what a man does. You provide. Everything that you acquire, everything that you accumulate, everything that you achieve, you're supposed to be achieving for the sake of being able to provide. That's the nature of a man. To provide. Where's your hospitality? Can you imagine? This isn't a potluck. This is my feast. This is my banquet that I'm providing for my guests. All I expect from a guest is that they be a respectable and a respectful guest. A pleasant guest. That's all I ask. You don't have to bring something. If I need you to bring something to my table, then I'm not ready to have guests. I haven't prepared my feast. I haven't prepared my banquet, and I'm not ready to entertain anyone. But if I'm ready to entertain anyone, then I sure don't need you to bring anything. I'm the one who's providing. And all you have to do is be appreciative.
I am currently on a date with a married woman right now. I want to tell y'all 3 things that I'm seeing. Number 1, she's using her husband's credit card to pay for everything. I am drunk as hell. I have not spent a dime. She's paying for everything, no lie. Number 2, she lied and said that she was hanging out with her homegirls, but she's really with me. Her husband has been calling her nonstop to make sure she's okay, but her homegirls have been vouching for her, and she's using old photos from the past to solidify that she's with them. Her husband doesn't know. Number 3, she told me her husband makes 6 figures. 6. That's good money. I don't make half of that. The money don't mean shit right now. She only cares about getting some good dick. I'm gonna bring that shit to her straight up.
That's the only thing that's required. And if I do my job properly as a host, then it's very easy for you to do your job as a guest. That's the nature of it. This whole concept of what do you bring to the table? And you think that's manly? To declare to the woman that you need something, that you need her to bring something to the table because you're inadequate without her bringing something? No. You're the one who provides. That's supposed to be the nature of the relationship. You provide, and she's appreciative and respectful and respectable. The same way that you would want anyone at your dinner table to be respectable and to be respectful. That's all that's required. But you don't expect people to bring their own dish when you have invited them to a feast, you've invited them to a banquet. That's not good manners. So this is very poor manners, in my opinion, and it's very unmasculine, it's very unmanly to ask women what they bring to the table and to ask them to bring anything to the table except for their own good manner.
And this is why the scriptures state, don't learn the ways of the heathen. Once again, this is why the scripture states, don't learn the way of the heathens, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. And before we begin, I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to my elders at Great Millstone. Honor to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. And this your fellow servant, Ariah. And this is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. You see that, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American? Learn not the way of the heathen. See, look, a lot of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which you are the biblical Israelites, you listen to these heathenistic men, and you think what this man is saying is some type of enlightenment, like he's bringing some type of intelligence unto you. Once again, man, these heathens, they do not have their women in the same manner that they want you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American women to be. Don't look at what they, listen, don't listen to what they say, but look at what they do. Don't listen to what they say, but look at what they do, man. All these heathen nations, man, when their wives are with them, do not you see their wives helping out in any manner that they can, or in any manner that the man that they're with has them to help out? This is how they do it. It's rare when you see these heathens, women, just relaxing and chilling, how they trying to promote to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American women to be. And why is that? Because exactly like this man stated. Because they rather treat y'all like guests. You see that? They rather treat you like a guest. Listen up, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And this go for women and the men. When you entertaining guests, if you're looking for a guest, what is a guest? A guest is somebody that's here today, but their ass is gone tomorrow. All right? That's somebody that's here today and gone tomorrow. So if you looking to entertain guests, then by all means, you ain't got to ask what somebody bring to the table, because guess what? They here today and they're gonna be gone tomorrow. But if you're looking for a husband, if you're looking for a wife, you best believe you better be asking what they bring to the table, because they're not gonna be here today and gone tomorrow. They're gonna be constantly coming to that table. And if they ain't bringing nothing to that table and they constantly taking, then guess what? Eventually that table is going to fall. And when that table fall, guess what? They're going to show you that they was a guest. They're going to show you that they wasn't a husband. They're going to show you that they wasn't a wife. All they were was a guest. And they was eating off that table until there was nothing left on the table to be eaten from or to be ate. And once again, this go for men and women of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because there's some of you women that get used like this, and you already know you damn men getting used like this. And what do we call these men? We call these men damn simps, man. Wake y'all simpletons. Wake y'all simp asses up, man. This is not the way you go about things, man. So let's get into a couple of these scriptures real quick. And we don't want to make this too long, to give you the understanding of what you're supposed to be looking for as a man when you're dealing with these women. So this Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. And the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an helpmeet. Say it again. I will make him a helpmeet. You want to hear it one more time? I will make him a helpmeet, man. Yeah, a help meet. Someone that helps out, someone that aids, someone that brings something to the damn table. You see that? It said for him. For him. Yeah. This is what you're supposed to be looking for, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man. For a woman that's going to help you, aid you. She's there for you. You're not, hey man, listen, the scriptures tell you that the woman was made for the man, not the man for the woman, man. And listening to these heathens, you're gonna start to have your woman rule over you, man. And then this is where the issues gonna come in. This is where she's gonna constantly run over you and disrespect you. Cause she ain't bringing shit to the table. So she don't care about the table. Because she hasn't had to put any work in. She hasn't had to have the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to prepare the meal to put on the table, so she don't respect the damn table. What's wrong with you damn so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man? They be listening to this damn bullshit, man. You better understand the role of your woman. Let's go to 1 Timothy, man. Because I get tired of these people always talking about some damn, well, not people, but the women. Always talking about the man's supposed to be the provider. All right. Let's see if you can understand this. This 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 5. Now she that is a widow indeed, and desolate, trusteth in God, and continueth in supplications and prayers night and day. So if a woman loses her husband, then she's supposed to become a widow and just trust in God. Okay? But she that liveth in pleasures is dead while she liveth. But as you know, women love to live in pleasure, man. And when these women get into these pleasures, they start to learn of things that they ought not to learn, man. Right? Why? Because the woman is what? The weaker vessel. So a woman will start to learn in pleasures and start to learn and heap onto herself things that she should not be heaping onto herself, which is the same thing that happened to Adam and Eve. Eve was the weaker vessel, and then she started what? Heaping on Salakia. Heaping on things onto herself. All right, philosophies. All right, eating of that apple. Heaping on things that she should not. Learning of different traditions. All right, from the serpent. And then what did she do? She gave that knowledge unto Adam. And then what happened? Adam ended up going off. Because he followed behind the woman. The woman started to try to rule over him and tell him what she had learned of. And it's the same thing that's going on today, man. These women are learning these things. These things are promoted to these women, and mainly our women, to have them go off, man. Just like Eve always go off, because she is the weaker vessel. She can't see what is truly going on and how the things that they are teaching is to destroy our homes, our household, to make our homes and our households weak. But yet, these heathens don't do the same thing. They will teach you this, but they will not do that. Once again, don't listen to what they say, but look at what they do. But she that liveth in pleasures is dead while she liveth. And these things give in charge, that they may be blameless. So this is how you become blameless, man. But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he denieth the faith and is worse than an infidel. So it said, but if any, you see that? If any, meaning anybody that's in the household, man, if any provide not. So if a woman ain't bringing nothing to the table, she is a part of that any, all right? So if any provide not for his own, and why did it say for his own? Why didn't it say for her own? Because what? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai talks directly to the man, because the man rule over the woman. But he is talking about any. He's talking about man, woman, and child. If any in the household don't bring nothing to the table. You see that? But then he go back to the man and speak on the man. Why? Because the man is the head. But if any not for his provide not for his own, especially for those in his own house, he have denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. You see that? So this is what happens, man. When you provide not for your own house, man, you are an infidel, man, and you have not the faith, meaning you don't listen to the laws. This is our laws. This is our heritage. This is how you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans supposed to be towards each other, man, as a family, man. Everybody got to bring something to the table, man. And if any is not, then you're denying the faith. You're transgressing the law. You're going against your heritage. You're going against your nature. And you are an infidel, man. You see that? And that's why what? In Proverbs 31, it tells you what to look for, man. And we're just gonna pick out a couple of scriptures in here, man. All right. Matter of fact, let's start at Proverbs chapter 31, verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. Yeah, give not thy strength unto women. Hey, you better not become a servant, a slave for your woman, man. You see that? Don't let your woman rule over you. That's what happened. Hey, once again, this is why Adam got in trouble. Who told you to listen to the woman? Who told you to let the woman start ruling over you? This is why Adam got in trouble, man. Yeah, give not thy strength unto women. Yeah, don't become a servant, a slave unto your woman. Nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. Yeah, this will destroy you, man. You know how many people I work with, man, that are slaves unto their women? They come to work every day looking tore down, man. Looking stressed out, man. Looking bad. Soon to be put in the dirt, man. Why? Because everything is on them. Everything. The woman has no love for this man. Constantly seeing this man working all this overtime to provide the things that she has. And yet, she's seeing this man bad health, bad everything, and she can't even get her simple ass out and do anything to make this man have a break or to bring in money where this man don't have to work the overtime that he's working. Soon to be put in the grave, man. And then, to make matters worse, when these men are working these hours like this, guess what the woman do? Oh, you ain't never home. Nagging. Oh, you ain't never home. We can't do nothing. You always tired. Motherfucker, I'm working. That's why I'm always tired. Trying to keep the roof over your head. That's why I'm always tired. That's why we don't do nothing. And then guess what? This woman will step out.
I am currently on a date with a married woman right now. I want to tell y'all 3 things that I'm seeing. Number 1, she's using her husband's credit card to pay for everything. I am drunk as hell. I have not spent a dime. She's paying for everything, no lie. Number 2, she lied and said that she was hanging out with her homegirls, but she's really with me. Her husband has been calling her nonstop to make sure she's okay, but her homegirls have been vouching for her, and she's using old photos from the past to solidify that she's with them. Her husband doesn't know. Number 3, she told me her husband makes 6 figures. 6. That's good money. I don't make half of that. The money don't mean shit right now. She only cares about getting some good dick. I'm gonna bring that shit to her straight up.
Yeah, we'll step out on this, man, and go. Hey, you see the video? we'll go get her back beat in by another man that don't even make half the money. You see that? You see that, you simple so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans? This is what happens, man, when you give your strength unto your woman, man. This is what happens when you don't ask your woman what she's bringing to the table. Let's go to verse We'll just read these scriptures right here real quick. This is Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman, for her price is far above rubies? So we're talking about a virtuous woman. All right. We're talking about a righteous woman. The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, so that he should have no need of spoil. Yeah. This man, hey, you find a woman like this, you know for sure that you ain't gonna get spoiled. You know for sure that you're not gonna get taken advantage of. All right. She is making sure her man is good. She is making sure she gonna do whatever she need to do to make sure the household is good. Whatever her husband tell her that he needs help on, need aid in, she's gonna be willing to do it. Yeah, that's a virtuous woman. She would do him good and not evil all the days of her life. Yeah, she gonna do him good and not evil, man. She always gonna stand by her man. Once again, she always gonna make sure the household is good, man. She's sick of wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar. Look at her. Yeah, she go out and get it on her own. She put in the work too. She grind too. Yeah, ain't nothing she won't do to make sure the household is good also. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considereth a field and buy it with the fruits of her hands. She do what? She considereth of a field and buy it with the fruits of her hands. Now with the fruit of her man's hands. No, with the fruit of her hands. No, with the money of her man's. No, with her money. You see that? She planteth a vineyard. Yeah, this woman is making sure that whatever she's doing to increase the household. This is what she's worried about, man. You see that? Not being idle and just sitting in the house on the damn internet and cleaning up here and there. No, this woman is out grinding and getting money and bringing things to the table, man. And we'll read two more scriptures right here, because I don't want to keep you for too long. She girdeth her loins with strength and strengthen her arms. Yeah, she put in the work, man. She tighten up her belt, all right, and get the grinding. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good, and her candle goeth not out by night. Yeah, she perceive what she doing is good, all right. She perceive everything that she's bringing to the table is good. And her light, she ain't going out at night. All right. She's staying in the house with her family, with her man. You see that? This is going to be my last scripture. Like I said, I ain't want to make this too long. We'll go to Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9. Two are better than one. You see that? Two are better than one, man. You get that, you so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American? Don't let nobody else tell you anything different, man. You rather pay 100% or 50%. You rather pay 100% or 40%. You rather pay 100% or 30%. Which one? Two is better than one. For all these, man, again, some of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, men and women, your minds are very warped. You need to you need to be rebooted. All right? You need to be rebooted, because the shit that you think and the things that y'all do does not make sense, especially in this economy. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. Yeah. It's better when two incomes is coming in the household instead of one. All right? For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. Yeah, if the man happens to lose his job, then guess what? The other one can help out, because they have money saved up because the other one was working. Or if the woman gets pregnant, guess what? The man, he still has his job, and plus the money that the woman had before she got pregnant. Guess what? You're still floating. But when it's just one income, what happens? You see that? If that man gets injured, what happens? If that man gets laid off, what happens? For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth. Yeah, woe to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, especially you women. Woe unto you when you fall and you are alone. Again, woe unto you when you fall and you are alone. For he hath not another to help him up. You see? Do you get the point? This is why you ask what somebody bring to the table, man. You gotta ask these questions because you gotta know if this woman is really going to be there for you, man. To help you through the storm, man. This is why you ask the question, man. Because you don't know what may happen in your life, man. You could have that damn 6-figure job today, and that 6-figure job could be taken away, man. Do you not see the economy? You could be working that 6-figure job today, and you could get in an accident. Is that woman gonna still be with you? And how would you know? If you never asked the question what she bring to the table. Verse 11, again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? Yeah, how can you be warm alone? You listen up, man. Again, y'all better get y'all damn heads right. You better understand who you taking that journey with, who you driving, who the passenger seat in your ride is, man. And the only way you understand and know that is by asking what they bring to the table, man. Yeah. Y'all better get real used to asking that question, especially in these days that we're coming upon, man. But hey, by all means, for all the damn simps that don't want to ask the question, by all means, continue to simp. And for all the women that don't want to bring nothing to the table, and then you find yourself getting used and abused because these men, they'll take you out on dates and shit. But guess what? They ain't gonna take you serious. You're gonna be just that, a damn guest. And that's exactly how they're gonna treat you, as a guest. Why? Because you're not bringing nothing to the table. They're not gonna take you serious. They know you just there for their money. Well, the real men know this. Simps, you can get them all the time. Hey, you could break them ducks all day long. But I'm talking about real men, the men that y'all want. If you ain't bringing nothing to the table, you will be replaced. All right? You will be that guest. And once again, a guest is what? It's someone that does not live in the home. It's somebody that's there today and gone tomorrow. If you don't want to be a guest, then you better bring something to the table so you could be a wife. All right? So with that, I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to my elders at Great Millstone, honors to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. Shalom.